Welcome to Light Within You, where we explore the depths of the self. I am so glad you are here. Today, we begin a journey, not outward, but inward. A journey into the parts of yourself you have looked away from. We are talking about the shadow. In our modern world, we are often obsessed with positive vibes only. We filter our photos, we curate our lives, and we smile when we want to scream. But have you ever felt that despite all the positivity, something feels heavy, incomplete? That heaviness is the weight of your shadow. The psychologist Carl Jung defined the shadow not as something evil, but simply as the unknown side. It is the collection of all the parts of ourselves that we rejected, repressed, or denied in order to fit in. When we were children, perhaps you were told that nice girls don't get angry, so you shoved your anger into the basement. Perhaps you were told, stop showing off, so you shoved your creativity and power into the dark. Think of your shadow like a giant inflatable beach ball. Imagine you are in a swimming pool. The beach ball represents your jealousy, your greed, your rage, but also your wildness and your power. You don't want anyone to see it, so you try to hold this giant ball underwater. What happens? It takes all your energy. You have to constantly push it down. You are exhausted, not because of the world around you, but because of the war inside you. And eventually, when you get tired, that ball is going to pop up with tremendous force, splashing everyone around you. The goal of shadow work is not to shame yourself for having a beach ball. The goal is to simply let it float. When you stop fighting to suppress these parts of you, you reclaim that energy. You stop being divided. This is the core truth of our series. The goal of shadow work isn't to fix yourself. You are not broken. The goal is to integrate yourself. It is about becoming whole, not just good. So, take a deep breath. We are going to walk down the stairs to the basement together. We are going to turn on the light, and you will find that there is nothing down there that can hurt you, only parts of you waiting to be loved. But how do we find what is hidden? How do we see the invisible? We look for the mirrors. And that brings us to the next step of our journey. Now that we understand that the shadow exists, the question becomes, how do we find it? If it is hidden in the subconscious, how can we possibly see it? The answer lies in the things that frustrate you the most. The things you hate most in others are often the things you deny in yourself. Let's look in the mirror. This is a psychological concept called projection. Imagine that your shadow is a movie projector and other people are the screen. We project our own repressed traits onto them. Let me give you an example. Do you have that one person in your life, maybe a coworker or an acquaintance, who triggers you intensely because they are too loud or attention-seeking? You look at them and think, why can't they just be humble? Look at how desperate they are for attention. That intense emotional reaction is a clue. It is a mirror. Your shadow might be whispering that you have a repressed desire to be seen. Perhaps a part of you wants to be loud, wants to take up space, wants to be acknowledged, but you learned long ago that it was safer to be quiet. So when you see someone else breaking that rule, your shadow reacts. You judge them to protect your own ego. Triggers are not your enemies, they are your teachers. They are pointing directly at the gold buried in the dirt. So, how do we catch this in the moment? I want to teach you the 3-second pause. The next time you feel that sudden flare of judgment, annoyance, or intense dislike towards someone, do not react immediately. Stop. Breathe. Take 3 seconds. In that pause, ask yourself this single question. What is this reaction protecting me from feeling? Am I judging their laziness because I am not allowing myself to rest? Am I judging their selfishness because I have forgotten how to prioritize my own needs? By asking this, you turn the mirror around. You stop looking at them and you start looking at you. And that is where the healing begins. Once you have identified the shadow, once you recognize that, yes, I am angry, or yes, I am jealous, what do? You cannot just leave it there. You must speak to it. We have found the shadow. We have seen the mirror. Now we must do the work. Don't run from the monster. Invite it for tea. Here is how to speak to your shadow. I'm going to walk you through a framework called the 3 R's: recognize, root, and release. You can do this whenever you feel a difficult emotion rising. First, recognize. Name the emotion or the trait without judgment. Do not say, I am a bad person for feeling jealous. Simply say, I am feeling envious right now, or I am noticing a feeling of rage. Step back and observe it, just like a cloud passing in the sky. Second, root. Trace it back. Ask this part of yourself, when was the first time I felt I couldn't express this? Close your eyes for a moment. Let your mind drift back. Was there a moment in childhood, a moment where you were small and you learned that being angry was dangerous, or that being sad made you a burden? Find the root. Third, release and reclaim. This is the most important step. We must validate this shadow part. It is not a villain, it is a protector. It went into the shadows to keep you safe. Repeat this affirmation with me, either out loud or in your heart. I see you. You kept me safe when I was small, but I am an adult now. I am safe enough to express this emotion. I am safe enough to be whole. If you want to go deeper, I invite you to try the empty chair technique. Find a quiet space, place an empty chair opposite you. Close your eyes and visualize that part of you, the angry part, the jealous part, the fearful part, sitting in that chair. Give it a form. Maybe it looks like a child. Maybe it looks like a storm cloud. Speak to it. Ask it, what do you need from me? And then listen. You might be surprised to hear it say, I need you to defend me, or I need you to let me rest. This dialogue breaks the wall between your conscious mind and your subconscious. It turns an enemy into an ally. And when you make that ally, something magical happens. The lead turns into gold. We have arrived at the final stage of our journey. We have acknowledged the shadow, traced its roots, and spoken to it. Now we witness the transformation. This is the alchemy of the soul. Carl Jung suggested that the shadow is 90% pure gold. Why? Because your shadow holds your hidden genius. Your aggression is your passion. Your arrogance is your confidence. Your stubbornness is your persistence. We don't just repress bad things, we repress our golden shadow. How many of you were told not to brag, not to shine too bright because it might make others uncomfortable? So you repressed your talent, your leadership, and your light. You hid your gold in the shadow to stay safe. When we integrate the shadow, we undergo transmutation. We take that toxic anger that destroys relationships, and by accepting it, we transmute it into assertive boundaries that protect our energy. We take that jealousy that feels like poison, and we transmute it into inspiration, showing us exactly what we want to achieve for ourselves. You stop wasting energy holding the beach ball underwater. Instead, you use that energy to swim. You use that energy to create. So, as we close this series, I want you to remember this. To be human is to be messy. To be human is to contain multitudes. Do not strive for perfection. Strive for wholeness. Do not fear the darkness within you. It is simply the canvas upon which your light can shine. The light within you is not just a white, sterile light. It is a full spectrum. It includes the red of your passion, the blue of your sadness, and the gold of your power. Embrace it all. Thank you for walking this path with me. Until next time, be gentle with your shadows.